Sure, but I guess like yeah, let's do that. But I just kind of want to hear from the guys. Like, what's like the impetus of, or what's the origin story of Illustrious Blacks, and also the new EP is called Tech Negro Color. Like, if you maybe could tell us about some of the naming the band, naming the EP, and the ideas behind that.
Okay. So the origins of the Illustrious Blacks start long ago in a distant planet. No, we met in DC. The two of us met in DC at an actual club,
on the dance floor,
listening to house music provided by the late great Sam Burns. Rest in peace, Sam Burns.
Oh, yeah,
he actually, his music was instrumental in us meeting, because we met on the dance floor, literally danced together. And once we started dancing together, we danced the rest of the night until the lights came up, literally. Wow. And walked home and everything. And that was our first meeting. Then we dated for a little while, and then he blew me off.
Oh, man.
I'm just going to eat the seaweed while he...
yeah, well, I was called out on schmoozing. This is a schmoozing first.
I wasn't
True lovers quarrel.
I wasn't ready to be in an ongoing relationship, so we basically remained friends and kind of worked in each other's projects. I performed sometimes in like your band stuff and poetry stuff, and I used to do these performance art, site-specific, immersive shows in a 3-story house that I lived in with my art friends, Sam, and like all of us in there together. And so anyway, that happened. He moved to New York. I moved in probably 5 years later. I moved to New York and ended up moving in with him.
Yeah, he ended up coming to visit me in my very tiny studio apartment in Harlem. And he wouldn't leave, y'all. He wouldn't leave. So, so I got stuck with him. And we've been together ever since. And since then, we've had a commitment ceremony. We got married 7 years ago. We just celebrated an anniversary.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. June 7th, Prince's birthday as well.
Wow, that is...
He forced me to eat some edibles. And
our anniversary, it was
for the
awesome.
first time. And I haven't recovered.
What did you think of the edibles? Are you talking edible THC, edible CBD, edible psilocybin? Where are you going with this?
THC.
THC. How did you feel?
It TCB. It took care of business. We sat and we watched. There's this animated show on Netflix called The Midnight Gospel.
So
I suggest you do that and watch that. It's quite an experience.
It was hilarious.
I've seen it.
An experience. Yeah, we'll see it with a little, some cookies.
So funny.
But it was fun. I don't know.
Since this Corona quarantine thing's been going on, my father, Howard Levine, shout out. He keeps calling me up with different suggestions, and then he'll throw in, and if you eat some edibles, it's even better.
Yeah.
It's always, thanks, pops. It's always encouraging. I don't think I need to be any high. Well, I got plenty high over here anyway. But God bless him.
No, I'm still feeling the residual effects from it.
Well, that was time.
Yeah. He actually wanted to do them today to talk to you, but I convinced him not to.
Okay, that would be very schmoozing with Joe Rogan style, which is totally cool. It's totally cool with me. Well, how did you guys become the Illustrious Blacks, though? At what point did you take on these these names, these characters,
Yeah, so what happened was, like I said, we got together romantically, but we were each individually doing our own creative projects. So I was doing a lot of, I came from the theater world, but then I started making music and getting into house music and nightlife promoting and stuff like that. And then Monster was on his side of things, which is more the dance performance art world.
Performance art, but mixing in like musicians in the band.
Live music and doing punk. He's kind of doing like an Afro punk style of music.
Oh, cool.
And we would get a lot of requests from people to say, oh, why don't y'all work together? And we were like, nah, we don't want to ruin the relationship.
Because that's tough.
Together,
Yeah.
And we would try it out every now and then we back away. But finally, a few years passed, and we said, people seem to react to us really well, just being together. So we thought, okay, maybe there's something here. So we try it. just try it out, dip our toes in
as an experiment.
We did, and we're still experimenting. And then one day, the name, the Illustrious Blacks, came about. Our friend Karma gave that to us. We were late entering a party of a mutual friend, and when we made our entrance, she said, "And there they are, the Illustrious Blacks," and we were like, "Oh, we'll take it."
You guys are fucking late. You guys.